Hola everybody, and welcome to my second woven balloon, excuse me, hat tutorial. Due to popular demand, a vote I took on Facebook, you guys voted that you wanted my Carmen Miranda fruit hat to be my next tutorial. For those of you youngins who don't know who Carmen Miranda was, she was a famous movie star, I believe, in like the 30s or 40s. She always had a fruit hat on, and I think she was a comedian too. She was very funny. Google her sometime. Anyway, before we get started, like I said in the last tutorial, this is not a beginner tutorial. It's not hard, but it's not a beginner one. You need to know how to blow up a balloon and all the basic twists and this and that, bubbles. You'll be fine. Okay, and I also mentioned in the other one, if after viewing this you feel what you learned on this tutorial may be a benefit to you and your business, feel free to pop a Ben Franklin, George Washington, whatever my way. Maybe not an Abraham Lincoln, that's a penny. But that is up to you. I'll post the info for that below. Let's get started, shall we? Okay, so very similar. This woven hat is going to be very similar actually to the one we did in the first one, the weave that is. The only difference between that weave and this weave, which you can see when I turn around more, is this is going to go from bottom to top. The other one went from top to bottom. Other than that, it's pretty much the same kind of weave. Okay, so I should pre-tied them, but what the heck. Okay, so we're going to start out with 7. I'd say 7 to be on the safe side. Oh, and we're not tying them together. Right. We're going to pinch twist each one of our 260s. Sorry, I got used to doing the other kind so much. But we're going to pinch twist each one of our 260s, and they're all going to be blown up with like a hand's length left over. Do that a few more times. Or I should have pre-did that before. Oh, well. I'll try and be fast, I promise. Okay. 3, 4, and let's see, what can I tell you while I'm in the middle of doing this? Oh, at the end, don't forget to hit like and subscribe, and any comments you may have, what future hats you might like me to make. I welcome those requests as well. And a couple of people requested a doll hat, and somebody else requested a clown hat. And the good news is that this and the clown hat and the doll hat are similar as far as the hat part goes. They're the same. You need the same type of base hat for the doll and the clown as you do for this one. So if you could do this one, then you're on your way to doing the clown and the doll. Yeah. The only difference, you'll be adding like a bodice and hands and a head for the doll, and just a collar and a head for the clown. Okay, so we got our 6 all pinch twisted, and we're going to do, I say to be on the safe side, a 6-finger. I did 5-finger before. I'm going to do a 6-finger bubble, twist, whatever. And we're going to bring our second balloon with the pinch twist at the end in. So the first one is going that you originally did is we're going to bring that down. So the way, I mean, I know they're not different colors, but you could tell if you're doing that right because the longer one of the two should be going lengthwise. Capiche? Okay. Let's do the next one. Another 6 fingers. Attach and bring down your shorter balloon. Should be a longer one going across. Same thing. A couple more times. 6 fingers. Oh no, I dropped a couple. Huh. Just kind of slid out from under me. Okay. And okay, I'm gonna put this aside. I got that chia pet hair going again. Just want to make sure of the fitting. See if I actually, yeah, I am going to do another one. So we're going to use set, depending on the size of your head, you could do 6, you could do 7, you could do 8. Kind of fit it as you go along. Look, this may be too big now. All right. Yeah, that looks good right here. Okay. Whew. All right. So we've got our, yeah, good fit. That's pretty good. Okay, as far as fitting goes, that is. All right, now, yes, that's pretty much our first row. We're going to do about 6. Now, in case you haven't noticed, the shape of our head, as we get from here to the top, gets narrower. So as that happens, our weave is going to get narrower as well. The first 2 rows are usually the same as far as fitting goes. Oh, I'm doing a spam. I didn't even show you. I'm so sorry. There's a spacer bubble. I'll show you here. Gonna do the same width as we did before. Gonna take the other one and do a little spacer bubble. Attach the 2 together. Bring your previous one down and bring your next one across. Do another spacer bubble on the next one. Bring the other one, oh, maybe that's 2. Yeah, bring the other one down. Okay. And a couple more times. Twist. Spacer bubble. Bring the other one down. Cross. The bubbles on the top. Pinch twist, whatever. Now we're going to finish it off. After this, by bringing the rest of our balloon under the first one. Lock twisting it in. So now you have 2 rows. And try it on. Ooh, it's a little on the big side. Okay. Now, okay, my hair's getting a little narrower, so I'm going to want to go narrower on my hat as well. So another spacer bubble, and we're going to go, like I said, a little narrower, not too much, because we don't want we want it to fit nice. We don't want like a cone thing happening because our head doesn't naturally go that pointed. Okay. that. See? Right. Bring the longer one across, just like we did before. Oh, while I'm doing this, I want to give a little shout out to Ron Fowler, the guy that is responsible for making my life so much more organized. Can you see this? With his lovely Aloha bag. And all the stuff that goes with it, like his roll-up. See this roll-up thing? You just put your nozzle-up bags inside of these little Velcro-y things that are inside. And put it in your Aloha bag, and the other ones you could just kind of squish inside. Okay. And by the way, between you and I, if you order your Aloha bag from Ron and not his wife, he'll throw in all these great things, like this little pouch that I use for my Sharpies and my scraps. Some people use them for their business cards. He's also thrown in stickers and all kinds of things. Buttons, tip buttons, really neat things. Thank you, Ron. I gave a couple other people shout outs in my last tutorial, but I forgot about one of the most important ones. Okay, we're finishing off the third row and bringing our remainder through. And we have three more to go. See how it fits. Good. We're going to go a little narrower. See, my head's getting even pointier, narrower. Okay. All right, so another spacer bubble. Gonna make it, just a little bit, not too much. Narrower. Spacer bubble on the next one. Now. And then when we're done with the hat, of course, we're going to put the fruit on, which is not that hard. Not hard. I don't think it's hard. Most of you out there are familiar with how to do like the little grape twist and the tulip twist and all that. Yeah. Okay. I'm saying that like you're going to answer me back. I know I mentioned it in the last tutorial. It's really weird talking to yourself. I know how Jimmy Kimmel feels now. When he was doing the remote thing on his show. Okay, got me four. A little narrower. Next row. A little narrow. That'll be our fifth row. Hope everybody is staying safe, by the way. You're wearing masks to all of your kids. Yes, I am. Keeping your distance, having a table separating you and the kids. Sanitizing. Okay. And a couple more. So that is number 5. I am kind of undecided about whether I'm going to do a 6. Yeah, I'll do a 6th one. Okay. I find the fit is snugger when you do 6 as opposed to 5. Okay, so going to make it, see how it's getting narrower there? We're going to make the last one go around there where I have my finger. Make it narrower. Place your bubble, bring it down, same thing. And then finish it off. And do the food. Okay, almost. I know I mentioned it before. I'm technically challenged, so in my tutorials, don't expect to see any fast forwarding or stopping and starting. That is until my untechnically challenged boyfriend comes back in town. But we could chat, you know. I think we're bonding. All right, the last row. Good, we did 6 now. Fits pretty good. We're going to finish off the top part of our hat. And we're going to do a couple inches of a bubble. Maybe not quite. Yeah, where they meet in the middle, I'd say. So I'd say 2 inches. So we're going to do a 2-inch bubble. And another 2-inch bubble on the one across. Twist them together. Lock twist them in like that, okay? Gonna cut the top of both of them and knot them together. You know, the one thing I love about doing these tutorials, I could wear lipstick again. I couldn't do that before. Well, not since March anyway, because nobody could see my lipstick. I know, it's silly. I just wanted to share that with you. Okay. Now, you could do it by cutting it off first or waiting until after. Probably better to do waiting until after. Because it tends to deflate less that way. But since we already did it. Okay, now we're going to kind of bring all the ends together a bit. We'll do some more. Okay, again, we're going to take the last couple of ones, a couple inch bubbles, bring them together, cut off the tops. Ding, da, da. Come on, come on. I guess we'll have to do another one. Excuse me. I hate when that happens. Hopefully I won't run out of video. Okay. Yeah. And blow up another one. As you notice, I use an electric pump. Saves my achy little fingers. Okay, so we're going to add that on about 2 inches. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Cut that one. glad that happened because you could see how it can be prepared. It does happen because they are balloons, and balloons they tend to pop. Unfortunately, mine happened to pop in my tutorial that I'm trying to impress you guys with. And let's do another one. The same size. Tie it in. And I think I mentioned before, I like to tie under the knots for extra neatness, tightness, whatever. Okay, gonna tie under the knots again. Together, and then twist your extra through your weave on the top. Position them like so, and one more, another couple of inches. Tie and tie it in. Under your weave and tie it to one of your loose ones to finish it off. And now we did first part of our Carmen Miranda fruit hat, which, like I said before, could also be the first part of a doll hat or a clown hat. So it's important you do this one before you do one of those because they're basically the same as far as the main part of the hat goes. Okay, now let's start with the fruit. I like to do a dark purple, a light purple, a dark green, and a light green. So your grape clusters, I'm sure most of you probably know how to do these, but I'm going to show you anyway. You're going to take a 260, blown up a little more than halfway, do a series of bubbles, all twisted in the same direction, and you want to be holding on to them as you're doing them so they don't come undone. Okay. And let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 6, and then 6 or 7, whatever, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, let's do 6. And then put them like that and lock twist your first bubble in place. Do another one, like you could do a spacer bubble, or you don't even have to. As long as they turn into a cluster. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. Try to twist it at least a few times so they don't come undone. If they do, you could always do it later. Yeah. One more time. And we have what looks like that right now. I'm going to bring the remainder through and just twist the rest. Whatever you got left, just twist it. Doesn't matter how many bubbles. Okay. We're going to twist that one in like so. And now we're just going to pretty much cluster them all together from the top. bring them over your circles over the top part of your cluster until you have, do not. Okay. You know you're in trouble when you start talking to your balloons. Okay. So leave that. Yeah. See, the chances of a balloon exploding are less if you snip it lengthwise as opposed to widthwise, which is probably why mine pops before. But we learn from our mistakes. Okay. All right. Okay. I just proved to you I'm a sloppy housekeeper, and I happen to have scraps on my floor lying around, which does come in handy sometimes. Take one of my scraps, and this is what I am going to use to tie them to my hat with these scraps. See? Okay. So now I'm going to take the hat off. And start putting my grapes on. Yeah. I'm going to put that part on the top. I'm going to take the nozzle part, tie it in to one of these thingies. And then take this part with my scrap and bring it through to the weave all the way to the other side. A couple of times. And the other one here as well. Loosen that tiny there for extra tightness. And we have one cluster put on. 3 more to go. But luckily, we have those made already. Okay. So. I'm going to do the same thing pretty much. Put it on our cluster. I mean, attach it to the previous cluster. Okay. And then the rest, with the long thingy, we're just going to bring it through our weave just like we did before. Up to the other side and in. And you have that. We're going to do, let's see, 2 more. I'm looking at it the wrong way. Yeah, 2 more on the other side. So, I don't know. I guess I'll go light, dark, that way. Okay. Gonna do the green on the bottom. And the other thingy going through, just like we did before. Yep. And we got that. Okay. Do it one more time, and then I will start on the apple and the almond. Maybe we want to fill in some of that space, so I'm kind of slightly moving it over that way. Again, oops, like that. before. We'll do it that way. Now we have 4 clusters of grapes. And we're going to do, so first, let's start with the apple. Put this aside. And I'm going to take a red bee body, balloon up like halfway or so, so you have that much of a bubble, and attach a scrap to the end of your thing, to the end. I like to make this nice and loose as well by tying my knot of my bee body towards the end too. We have room to work with. Now, you're gonna do a tulip twist, which I'm sure most of you know how to do, just by taking your finger and bringing it through to where it meets with your index finger and your thumb. You're going to twist under the knot a couple of times. You should have little thingies sticking out. That's what we're going to use to tie it. And then you're going to thing, and then up a little bit and position everything, and you got your apple. We're going to do the same thing for the orange. There's just one slight difference. Do it the same way. Scrap at the end, tie at the end of the thing, the knot, whatever. Tulip twist. Apple twist. Yeah, I guess they call it an apple. Yeah. Twist it under the knot again. And the only difference, even, the only difference between, trying to make it even there. Yeah. The only difference between the apple and the orange is with the orange, this thingy is not going to be sticking out. You're going to just kind of squish it in there. I'm not filming now. Squish it in there. Now, until it goes. And this one does not want to cooperate with me. Ah, there. Yeah, squish it in so it is. See that? Yeah, it looks like an orange. All right, now we're going to place the apple and the orange somewhere on the hat. I'll put the, you could do it however you would like to shape it. It is up to you. I'm choosing to put the orange. You do them the first one. Yeah. Orange on the bottom. Whatever. Okay, like that. Bring it through your weave a couple of times. Tie your ends inside together. Doesn't matter how, because you're not going to see them. They're going to be on the inside. Okay. So now we have what looks like that. We might. Well, let's see how it looks after I do the apple. Put those two together. Now we're going to do the apple. See? Bring your end through once again. And move that one around. Play with it until it gets the way you want it to look. and tie it in with your other ends inside. And after this, one more step, which is the banana. And to keep the banana. Oh, by the way, if you have any Chiquita bananas, it's always a cute idea to take the sticker off of one and put it on your balloon bananas. Just add a nice little touch. Unfortunately, I don't have any Chiquita bananas. Down here. Okay. Hello. Okay, now we're going to do the banana, which is probably the easiest thing on this whole tutorial. Just take a yellow 260, fold it in half, blow it up almost all the way. You want to leave a little tail because that will be where you're going to tie it in to the top part of the hat. Up. We're going to, at the halfway point, we're going to twist it. Again, we're going to twist it in half again. Till you have what looks like that. We're going to lock twist them in by going in inside the other. And then you're going to do, I guess, kind of like a roll through and bring them together, like so. Okay? Now them together. Now, before I put this on the hat, I'm going to do a little artwork on it. Put the banana thingies on, creases, whatever they call them. Try and get them as straight as you can. And 2, 3. Oh, I'm excited. We didn't run out of video. Hopefully not. Let's not speak too soon. Okay. I'd rather not do this in 2 parts if I don't have to. Now, then take the hat and put the banana, attach the banana to the top. Take whatever loose ends you have and tie them, the loose end from the brown, tie it to the yellow. If you want to fill it up even more, you could take another cluster of grapes. That's up to you. But for now, oh, wait, one more step. Oh, I lied. We have another step, but a fast one. I promise. Okay, so we're gonna do earrings, and because Carmen Miranda always had earrings on her fruit hat, or with her fruit hat. She always wore earrings. But in this case, we're not going to attach them to our ears. We're going to attach one earring to the side, to each side of our fruit. Oh, and all it is a couple of gold loopy things. Try to get them the same size. You could use one balloon to make 2. Really easy. Oh, wait a minute. No. Yeah, that's okay. I could do it here. I think I probably should have done them a little farther back, but you get the idea, right? Okay. And now, we did this without running out of video. Hopefully I could say goodbye to you before that happens. Yeah. There we go. Hola. Wait. One finishing touch here. Hola. Thank you. And hopefully there shortly will be a part 3 tutorial. Ciao. Bye. Bye. Stay safe.